Castillo's story is not only a testament to his commitment and determination, but also to his Hispanic American heritage. Master Chief Castillo is the machinery technician, assignment officer at Personnel Service Center here at Coast Guard headquarters. He enlisted in the Coast Guard on June 8, 2004, and advanced to Master Chief Petty Officer on July 1st, 2021. Most recently, Master Chief served as the recruiter in charge at the recruiting office in Philadelphia, and he served on Cutter's Winslow Greaser and Cutter Maui, as well as others. Master Chief has received and earned many medals and commendations and awards from the Coast Guard, as well as the Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal, the Armed Forces Medal, Humanitarian Service Medal, Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal, as many as other awards and commendations. The Master Chief is a graduate of Class 216 of the Coast Guard Chief Petty Officer Academy. He holds undergraduate degrees from Thomas Edison State University and is currently pursuing his Master's in Education from Liberty University. For those who don't know him that well, he is an accomplished boxer, and he is an amateur boxing coach through USA Boxing. I'm pleased to say that his wife, Janice, is here today. Thank you for being here. And his son, Angel, who is being coached by his father. Thank you for being here, both of you, today. Master Chief Castillo has had an impressive career in the Coast Guard and has inspired many through his exceptional leadership and community outreach. Please help me give a warm welcome to Master Chief Petty Officer Castillo.
All right. Thanks, Rich. Thank you, Lieutenant Flores. Where you at? Thank you for setting this up. You guys did an incredible job. So thank you for everybody who came out. So I'll try not to use too much time so we could get to lunch. So good morning, shipmates.
Good morning.
Buenos días, mi gente.
Buenos días.
No te escucho. Buenos días. Buenos días. Eso es. Good. I stand here humbled, but most of all, honored to represent you, my fellow Hispanic brothers and sisters in this proud maritime service. So, instead of talking about me, I'm going to highlight some unique perspectives of who we are, where we come from, and what drives us to be so prideful of our family, background, heritage, and culture. I believe it is important to understand a brief background of who we are and where we come from. I'm going to try my best and hardest to walk you through a Hispanic household that I and as many of my fellow Hispanic shipmates have experienced. So, it's okay to smile, laugh, show any emotion, to which all my Hispanics in the room, I know we have a lot of. Because if I do see any of those expressions, then I know you are amongst those in our many beautiful and vibrant culture to have been lucky and blessed to have lived through those humbling experiences. As we woke up to the smell of mom's fresh pressed coffee, in the morning as kids we got ourselves ready for school, but still made sure we united at the kitchen table as a family before we all departed for the day. And still, no matter what age or how cool we thought we were, we still never left that door without a simple task required from us. A simple bendición, which is a blessing from our parents. I see some smiles now, so you know exactly what beautiful Hispanic family picture I'm starting to paint. Many of us, including myself, are second generation, where our parents came to this great country to provide us with the strongest dream, the American one. Without their sacrifices, from working in the kitchens, to the bodegas, to becoming the owners of those restaurants and bodegas, as well as successful entrepreneurs within their fields of trade. Their sacrifices, never forgotten and instilled upon us, allowed us to focus on education, sports, and future career goals, to include the United States Coast Guard. Thank you, Felix Castillo Sr. and Carmen Torres Rodriguez, for having and achieving that strong dream, as many of your parents and grandparents did as well. When Pops would come home from work, sometimes completely exhausted, we supported Mom, along with Abuela, Grandma, after her long day of working, to prepare his favorite plate still, which almost always included delicious rice and beans that you can smell a mile away. All the neighborhood kids, to those playing baseball in the streets or watching their tios, uncles focus on their 10th game of dominoes, to the kids just hanging on the house front steps debating who's the best pound-for-pound boxer, Puerto Rico's Hector Camacho or Mexico's own Julio Cesar Chavez. Those are just a few of many precious surroundings we saw and heard in our Hispanic neighborhood. And I'm sure some of those funny arguments are still going on in the old neighborhood today. However, those experiences and surroundings would bring out a special sense in everyone. The simple sense of smell that would bring the whole house and family together as one. That special smell of the homemade sofrito, sazon, adobo, and many more family recipes, which is all seasonings we grew up with since we can remember. And the best part was how moms, abuela, grandma, always welcomed and fed everyone in the neighborhood with those well-seasoned rice and beans. Okay? I see smiles getting bigger, so I know we're on target and track. We are extremely proud of who we are, how we talk, what music we grew up listening to. Salsa, bachata, merengue, to the colorful flags of our Latin American countries, and so much more. National Hispanic Heritage Month gives all of us an opportunity to remember, recognize, and reach out to our Hispanic shipmates, past, present, and future. Remember, recognize, reach out. Remembering the pioneers of the past, like Sonia Colon, who became the second Hispanic American female advanced chief petty officer in 1992. Angel Martinez, the first Cuban-born Coast Guardsman promoted to chief warrant officer in 1999. The first Hispanic to command a tactical law enforcement team, TACLA South, Lieutenant Jose Rodriguez in 1996. To a pioneer in the flag ranks, Rear Admiral Ronald James Aravago, who in 2006 became the first Hispanic American to be promoted to flag rank. Recognizing all the Hispanics of the present today who continue to strive and accomplish amazing goals throughout our force, serving at every capacity and responding to our nation's call of service. Whether it is in air, land, or sea, you can find us motivated to step into positions and roles that a recruit at Training Center Cape May, cadet at the Coast Guard Academy can look up to and say in 2 languages. I too can do it. Yo sí lo puedo hacer. Presently, recognizing those shipmates, just to name a few. Chief Boatswain Mate Michael Cardona, Officer in Charge in Kodiak, Alaska. Chief Warrant Officer Javier Cruz, Coast Guard Recruiting Command. Commander Roberto Concepcion, Chief of Response, Sector Maryland NCR. The 3rd Deputy Master Chief Petty Officer of the Coast Guard, Venezuelan born and raised, Chorizoles. To the present Sector San Juan, Puerto Rico Commander, Captain Jose Diaz. These are all just a few of many proud Hispanic Americans putting on the uniform every day while representing the 2 name tapes they wear. To my 6-year-old son, Angel Afif Castillo, I know we have big plans for you to be the next Puerto Rican Mexican boxing welterweight champion of the world. Big plans. I know you will be welcomed with open arms, always included, and allowed to voice your passion and pride for your Hispanic culture amongst your shipmates. Reaching out to the future. I look forward to what future successes you, proud Coast Guard Hispanics, accomplish and achieve. Seaman recruit Danilo Hernandez, Guatemalan American, currently in Week 6, Recruit Company, Uniform 202. I can't wait to see what you achieve when you graduate in 17 days. You are the future of our service. Push it forward and reach for the top. Sigue para adelante y para arriba. And finally, from the Castillos, Torres, Martinez, Sotos, Riveras, Mendozas, on the radio, on the bridge in AMIO Phase 1 as the ship's designated translator, to the cruises, Gonzalez, Nieves, Rodriguez, Garcias, conducting law enforcement boardings in Jaya South alongside joint Central and South American countries. To the Heriberto Hernandez, Joseph Tesanos, and William Flores, amongst others, who gave the ultimate sacrifice and forever remember. I, Master Chief Castillo Torres Rodriguez and family, thanks you. Semper Pras.
Thank you, Master Chief.
Where you want me at?
That's all right. For your inspirational words and for sharing about how heritage has influenced you. Thank you once again. On behalf of the 2022 National Hispanic Heritage Month Committee and the men and women of the Coast Guard, I would like to recognize our keynote speaker for taking his time to be with us today. In token of our appreciation, we have a Coast Guard history book.
Big book. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And also a Coast Guard Judge Advocate General coin.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Woo. Wow.
Thank you. How'd I do?
Before we move on to the next portion of our event, I would like to